Okay. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Don't know how long we'll be streaming for. My OBS is yeah, not uploading very well today for some reason. But anyway, we'll see. Um, So I've been looking at a few more games over the last hour or so. I've still got a wee bit of research to do. There's a couple of games that I want to try. So that might be what we do over the weekend. Obviously, not going to tell you what games they're going to be. There's one game in particular that I am quite curious to play. I did say curiosity killed the cat, but anyway. Let's go back on patrol. We'll take up our normal duties with organised crime, corruption, anti-terrorism response carry on. So we'll just wait for the game to actually wake up completely. Give me a little bit of control. So let's sort our time out. We will let's start around about 9 o'clock at night. Let's run the night shift tonight. We'll keep the clear sky for the time being. Nah. Do we do storm? What? Should we do a stormy weather? Should we do that? It's quite horrible when so that's yeah. Let's go with die, and hopefully we will have a good day. So we'll take our usual patrol vehicle out. We'll get geared up. We'll get AMPR on. I wonder how many stolen vehicles we find today on patrol. So we will get a traffic vest on just so we can stop vehicles with a hand signal. As you can see, comes up with a stop now. So let's get into our SUV. We'll get it started up. Let's just make sure that all the lights are. Doesn't help. We'll just get it from. So let's get the tablet up. So I'm not 100% sure what the next live stream is going to be. It might be ETS2, it might another game. You know, it might be TS2 and we keep the other game for tomorrow. Who knows? So we'll just see what's happening. Um, it's going to be one of those days, right? Okay, let's just come out of that because it's going to be doing that all live stream if we're going to do that. So yeah, it just shows you how unstable this actually is. Um, bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Let me change the title, and let me do something else. Actually, we'll find the title. That's fine. Don't need to do that. Didn't change that. We'll change that to that photo, and then we'll change that to that. Let's save that. Okay. Just, it's not actually giving me that much information. I might end up losing absolutely from OBS. Okay, it's not going to be my control panel. So I can actually see what the stream's actually doing. So I'm just going to wing it, guys. There's actually nothing I can do. I'll just wing it and see what happens. Hope and pray for the best. So if you haven't already guessed, we are going to be playing ETS2. So we'll just continue on from last night's live stream. It's not because of person that's joining. It was because OBS not OBS, FL crash, flashing lights crash, and once it crashes, it just keeps crashing. It's nothing to do with internet. It just crashes when it wants to crash, basically. It's always been the same. So we'll start trucking once we get that far. The seasons must be changing because I am choked up with the cold. If you haven't already worked that one out, guys. It's always around this time of year I get the fucking flu. So that'll be me now until probably March, April time. Sorry, February, March time, and then 2 weeks without sniffling, and then hay fever. Till around about August time. Oh dear. It's not a flu, it's hay fever. So yeah, let's get going. So it was to go to sleep now, wasn't it? No, I think we slept the last one, didn't we? Yeah. So, we need to get the lights on, which is good. Top monitor. I should see you better. So, we'll just keep heading on. I know the tags are wrong, but yeah, deal with them after it's up on YouTube. Deal with that next Monday. So, what we'll do is we'll just truck on. We'll get this done. It's probably going to take us for the rest of the live stream anyway. We'll then see what's happening for later on. I have a fairly good idea what game I want to play over the weekend. So you may get 3 live streams of ETS2 today. You might get 2. We might bring the other game in. The game that we're going to be playing is a demo game, so I don't know how long it's going to last. It might be it doesn't last the full session. If it doesn't, then well, yeah. Morning one, don't mind if it's only a 2-hour game in the morning. Yeah. If we get it out, we get up to 1, 2, that's fine. And then when we get 2 hours out of it in the evening, then fine. You know what I mean? It's a demo, right? I'm going to put a demos page or playlist on the channel. And I'm going to just pull all the demos into that. So Aqua Park will go from being Aqua Park Tycoon to being the demo playlist, and all of the demos we play will go into that playlist. It saves me having about 8 million playlists. So we'll see what happens. If there's any demos out on Steam that you want us to play, if you think that fit the channel, then send me the name of the game and a link to that page. So send me the name of the game and send me the link to Steam. Okay. We'll get another tab. I'll get a page put up in Discord with those recommended games. Games we should play. That kind of idea. Try and keep them as demos if you can, or free games, free access games, whatever. Okay, because at the minute I don't have that much money to spend on all the games that we play, basically. Yeah, okay. The demo game that I want to play over the weekend isn't a driving game. It's more of a management game. Think of the Water Beaver game. I can't mind the name of it. It's based on that game, but you're managing mice basically. you're apparently a cat and you manage mice. That's basically just all what I got from reading the player. It looks a cool game. I've seen the trailer for it. It does look quite a cool game. The other one that I thought about was Roadside Research. It's basically another shop game, but this time instead of being a human cashier, you're an alien, but you have a mask on that makes you look like a human, like a human, basically. So basically, it's trying to say that humans are stupid. They can't see an alien promoting at it. That's basically what the game's trying to say. It's set within a supermarket or gas station, petrol station, service kind of thing. Um, the other one's a restaurant demo. I've no idea what it's about because I couldn't get it to load in time. I'm guessing it's something to do with a restaurant. What you do in the restaurant, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of restaurant it is, anything about the game whatsoever. Same with dispatch. No idea what dispatch is. All I'm guessing is you're dispatching people. What you're dispatching, I don't know. Um, Detour bus demo. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a driving game, isn't it? Or you would hope it's going to be a driving game. Um, I don't know what the details are going to be. I don't know anything about it whatsoever. The cat, yeah, that mouse game, you managing mice, it's called Whisker Wood. That's the one I'm thinking about downloading. I'm also not going to play it until the live stream. So when I see it for the, when I see it for the first time gameplay, you see it first time gameplay. Um, Also, I'll have a word with the mod team and see if anyone's going to come and join any of those games. They are free after all. Um, I think there's a couple of them that's MP. I don't think Westerwood is. The restaurant demo, I think might be off the top of my head. Not sure about the other ones. One of the other demos is Alaska or Alaska Truckers. I want to do it. Yeah, I won't tell you look at that game and see what it's like, but I have a horrible feeling that I'm only going to get like maybe one or two drops, maybe one drop, what's going to be like half an hour. It's not worth downloading the game, setting up streaming just for half an hour gameplay. It's not worth it. It takes about half an hour to set everything up the way you want to play, and yeah. So that's it. Once I get this live stream through, I will jump in Discord and get the new tab built. Within that tab, you'll put your suggestions of demo games that you want to see on the channel. Not going to say that you're definitely going to get your wish and see them, but if it's a good game, then obviously we will play it. It doesn't matter if it's a driving game or not. If I like the sound of it, I feel it's something that will fit on this channel, a management game, anything like that, then so be it. Um, we're not looking at full games at the minute. Obviously, if you're a dev, you just have to be watching. Um, we are looking for more the demo kind of things, just pushing it, pushing new games out. I don't mind if it's a big dev team. I don't mind if it's a small indie dev team. I frankly don't really care what size of dev team it is, as long as the game is stable, it's playable, um, it holds up to what you're saying the game is. So if it's a car building game, you build the cars. You're not fanning about doing something else like making drink or making narcotics. Yeah, like Mon Bazoo, whatever it's called, or nice on a car, or I want something that's. We're looking for games that nice to play. The games are respected by the dev team. What I mean by that is not only the games are respected by the devs, but the player base, people who are basically paying your wages at the end of the day, they're paying for the game. Um, yeah, we want games that we'll sit down and play. We're not wanting games that we'll sit down and play once, um, for an hour, and then never play again because you know you've trolled us in the game. You've done my summer car basically, where you've built a game that your fan base want to play, but because you've went and done what you've done in the game, you're pushing your loyal fan base away, um, because they no longer find it entertaining. Um, so that's where we stand on that side of the situation. But we also want games that are always going to, well, not always, but for the lifetime of the game, you're going to get reasonable updates. We do, as a gaming community, we do not want a game that is only going to be about for a few months and then devs are not going to work on it after a few months. We don't want games like that. Frankly, you don't want games like that because it's going to hurt your back pocket at the end of the day. Yep. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that like games that are your handheld, basically games on rails. Um, Obviously, if it's a train game, then obviously it is on rails because yeah. But there's certain games you don't mind being told how to play the game and how you do the game and all that. And then there's other games where you really don't want to be handheld constantly. You do brilliantly. Um, but um, yeah, but you want a game that is playable, not too um, yeah, you want a game that's not too controlling. You want a game that you can play nice and easily. Um, where in fact, how struggling to word this. you want it enjoyable for the masses, basically. You're not wanting it enjoyable for the few. You want it so that everybody can play it. Yeah. You want it entertaining. You're wanting, that's what we're wanting for the channel. Okay. I want a game that I will basically pick up time after time. Okay. I'm not looking for a game that I'm not going to sit down and play. If that makes sense. Um, because if I'm not going to sit down and play it, I'm pretty sure some of you are not going to sit down and play it. Now, if you happen to be a dev, you send me a special key or whatever to play your game. You say, yeah, okay, it's fine to live stream, do whatever you want to do with it. There's no cards on it. One of the things I'll turn around to you and say is, can I be honest with your game? If you turn around to me and say no, I'll tell you to shove that game up your arse. Okay? I don't mind, if I have to do videos, I don't mind, hold them on YouTube for a certain amount of time. Fine. If you're not going to give me my free speech, then, you know what I mean? If I play the game for an hour, do my first video, um, it's a first look, whatever, then go, look, I'm not playing this game again, this is trite. Um, or, I put a post up going, I've just been sent early access for a certain game, and frankly, it's not playable. If they update it, then obviously I will play it, well, show it off if it's playable. Have been in contact with dev team, made them aware of the issues, waiting to hear back. Right? Word of warning, I do, as you loyal viewers will know, subscribers, I don't mince my words very often, do I? If I say something's shite, it's shite. But yeah, it's I don't mince my words. I call it as it is. I call kettle a kettle, a spade a spade. That kind of. I'm not going to call white black just to please some prick. To put it politely. Yeah, I don't care what your background is. I don't care who you are, where you are, what the game is. If your game is trite, i.e. shite, um, then unfortunately for you, I will call it as that. Um, I'm not going to sugarcoat what I'm going to say to anyone. Um, not yep. If you want to pay me to test your game, fine, I will. But I'm still going to be honest and say, look, this game's broken. This is where it's broken. I'm more than happy to give you access to my video, live stream, whatever, so you can have a look from my point of view. I will try and send you over the log, the game log, to say, look, this is what happened. You know, how many people give this? What's the word I want? Not consistent. Criticism that allows you to go out and do better. Creative whatever I said. I'm having one of those days, guys. Leave me alone. Uh, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to just say the negative things and then go, look, that's all video games got to offer. It's all negative. I will say, if there's good bits, I'll point the good bits out. If there's bad things, then I'll try and spread it. If it's all bad, then I'll just say, look, video games are right. This is the reason why it's right. Yeah. Your loading screen is boring, right? Your launch screen into the main menu is boring. It's not instant. You're not keeping the people coming back. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. If you try and do it this way, and actually maybe put a little bit of the gameplay in on the loading screen, then somebody that's coming in for the first time will see that and go, "Wow, this game is so cool. This is, you know." Obviously, you don't want any spoilers in it, but you want it so that you're bringing people in you want to keep them, if that makes sense. Once you get them over that door, that first line, get them in through the door, you want to keep them in. It's like, opening a restaurant, you want people to keep coming back. No, you want a game that's playable, but you also want a game that's got good graphics. You want a game that's not always been updated, but we're not also wanting a game that's not been updated, if that makes sense. So, it's that fine line of, updating the game and not updating the game. We don't want it the way that ETS2 was about 5 years ago, where it was update after update after update after update. It was constantly, it was every single fucking Thursday. Without fail, there was an update. They were shoving the updates down your throat because the fucking game up. And the only way to sort the game was either pull the whole game down, like prevent anyone from getting access, whatever, or just say, look, game's fucked, don't play it, don't collect it. But no, they went and they went, we're going to have to do multiple updates to get this issue fixed. But you're going to get it every week, a weekly update every Thursday, which is fine. But if you're having to go back through your settings that we did last night and manually have to put your controls back in weekly, it gets frustrating and nobody's going to play the game. And I think they very quickly realised that, and you know, it was bigger updates, at least less often, and until they got the issues fixed. And the issue was graphic. Remember we said beginning of the week, where I can remember back to the day where you drive down the motorway and you'd lose like your tyres. You know, you'd have no tyres. You'd see outline boxes coming towards you. Your cab would disappear. You'd have no cab. All you could see is the lines, and that went on like that for a good 5 years. Now I'm happy to say that it is a lot more stable. You know, you can see everything's going on. You know, every time you get game saves, it's not crashing. So that's fixed. It's now synced properly with Steam. It's synced properly with your computer. It's allowing far better gameplay. The skybox, the graphic side of things, it's a wee bit different. It's obviously still in the same engine because yeah, you could change the engine, it's a new game. But it's a nice move forward. Don't know if I've done anything with the sets. I don't think I have. Never mind, I can't run the laptop, so yeah, it just shows you play this game a lot nicer. Yeah, the trees in this look like trees at a distance. Farm Sim is a little bit, how can you put it? Trees and Farm Sim look like pretty shite until you get right up to them. For this, everything's drawn in a wee bit better. The actual like trees from a distance, they don't look like paper cutout, basically. But yeah, I know the two games are completely different, but there's still got trees in them. That's what we're trying to say. Even what was it? There was a forestry game. I can't remember the name of it. Lumberjack or something like that. And you were basically based in that sawmill. You had to go out into your woods and your forest, cut down trees, move trees, dead trees about and all that. Trees that need cut down. Um, take back the sawmill process and things like that. That game was graphically anyway. It was one of those games where you needed you need a big computer to play that on. Especially back in the day. This is 2008, 2010, that kind of year, 2012, the latest. Um, I think I played it once, maybe twice, and went, nah, it's it's too taxing on the laptop. I had a laptop back then. The laptop's just not able to cope with it. That was the days when I was playing Amsterdam 09, um, and then there was another couple of games. Another couple of farm games that were really, really good. At the time, they were a lot more stable and nicer to play than Farm Sim. they were management games. Even the hired help were far better managed. Your hired help actually done their job. Without any question, they just done the job. They didn't craft, they didn't do anything stupid along those lines. I can't remember the name of that game at all. The two games that came out, both on CD, DVD, PC, CD, DVD things. Sadly, this laptop doesn't have a drive on it, so I can't put the games very easily onto this at the minute. We might, I might try and get external DVD drive for the laptop and get at least one of them on. There's no brands in it, but we all know the tractors are designed off of glass. We all know that. But we'll get at some point we'll get on. We'll get on the channel and we'll get the game out. It's a good game. You know what I mean? I enjoyed playing it at the time. It was a really good management game. Yeah, my laptop at the time wasn't powerful enough for it. So I wasn't really the best at the game. But frankly, it felt far nicer game to play with Farm Sim. Yeah, okay, you're limited in what you can do and all that. But at the time, so was Farm Sim. When that game came out, I think it was 11, 13 it was out during that time. So it just shows you how old that game was, and that's still better than Farm Sim. But it'd be interesting to see if that's actually held up over Farm Sim, or Farm Sim's finally actually managed to overtake. If that company kept doing the game, farm management game, then Giants and Farm Sim wouldn't be here today. There's another game that just literally came into my head. It was that off-road game. It was done in about 2008, 2010 time. PC only, and it was based on Land Rover and Ford. So it was around about the time where Ford still had a share in Land Rovers, basically. and it was a pretty good game. It was a lot of time sort of trials. Basically, to race was off road, but rallying. Um, it was an okay game. It was you've done so many rallies, you unlock a vehicle. Um, yeah, you're paid every time you take a vehicle or upgrades or whatever you want to do. Um, and each vehicle was completely different. There's a wee bit of free play. You had the challenges. Um, can't remember if it was an MP game or not, or it was just AI that was involved. Um, but it was an okay game. Graphic wise, it needed a wee bit of graphic work done to it. Physics don't. There was not that many physics. um, but for the game of its time, it was a bloody good game. Um, and there's another couple of games like that. You know, for their era, they were bloody good games. Um, yeah, the early farm sim games for their era, they were bloody good games. Now, if you were to pick up a copy of the old school farm sim, you'd turn around and go, "What the fuck is this tripe?" Um, come on, white car, boys, I'll help you along. Come on. Thomas has just brought in 5,544 pounds. I'm now coming off E. It's just because I've just realised how we are on the old go-go juice. So let's annoy some more tree huggers and fill our truck up. We could also do with sleep as well, but that's beside the point. There we go. 1,560 quid. So let's go. I'm going to say that's maybe a John Deere. Just going by the front grille anyway, that looks like a John Deere. Possibly 6M series. Just going by the front grille and front section of the nose, the bonnet. That's it. But anyway, we'll go night 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 night. So it will be pretty dark when I wake up. So let's do that, do that, do that, and go. Hey, can't remember when this was due, but 2 hours. She's doable. We'll head back to Glasgow probably after this. We'll try and get a heavy haul. I haven't had any heavy jobs for a while. I don't know if it's because I maybe removed a mod accidentally or what, I don't know. However, we will get this camera light on, because we don't come this way very often. So we'll get it just to help the game out a wee bit. We'll just change the time of day if we need to. I think we might have just found a scanny dealer. I think we might have just found a scanny dealer. What for media? Photo mode. Okay, game. If that's where you want to be, let's do it that way then. For some reason it locks us into that one. So we'll take a whiz round, we'll unlock that whiz. You have the time, it's not as if you'll be pushed. So we'll come off here, we'll do whizzy. Actually, let's put it on the nav. Okay, so we can actually could actually unlock two, maybe three. Actually, we'll unlock three areas. We'll come off. Is it easy to come off? I hope so. Yeah. So we'll come in. Back out. We might end up having to come down here. I don't know how we're going to get done though. Oh, okay, we can get into there and turned. So let's take that off. Let's there. 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 It forces out us out of that way, I hope. Don't need to go up there. Because we don't really come this way that often. Do it that way. So that's the route we'll take. It's probably added 9 million hours on. Hey, 5 hours, 6 hours, that's not bad. It's still doable. It's not due for a wee while anyway. Because I was just brought in basically 1700. Now I have 208 miles to cover. So we'll come off here. So that's one of the reasons we came here, is to unlock the quest. Oops, didn't actually realise there was a payment there. Oops. It's easier to do that in real life. Actually see it there. Not doing very good at this today, are we? So that they're in. Wait. Oh, first exit. That's it. So, power up. And let's go. We're heading for Stockholm. Come on, Kaka. Thank you. And now let's reduce the pace of following the road. As always, tends to help. You probably will go for a lot of fuel doing it this way, but meh. So, put the password. Discovered Stockholm. You won't actually have to go into Stockholm now. Just discovered it on the side of the road. It's fine, you know, it's super, super runs are available. And right. From here, that thing looks like Wendy's. But anyway, yeah, let's just go. Is it Wendy's? I can't remember. It's 175 miles. Let's sharpen our lunge maybe. Probably got away with it. Punchy. There was actually a reason we became this way. So, just go around the houses. That didn't help much. I was just trying to straighten my nose up, you know. Yeah, we could have driven round the harbour, but where's the fun in that? I don't even know where that harbour actually goes to anyway. But anyway, we've unlocked the place now, so it's nice and easy to find out at some point. Just horse on. It's starting to get daylight now. Oh, good. So we'll follow the signs again. We'll stop. Round some doesn't up against something. Oh, can't actually see what our windows do. Yes, I can. That's fine. We'll get there. 4 hours, 147 miles. I would say we can help. Montigo straight away is just absolutely absurd. Off, straight on the round, but straight off the roundabout. And left again. On off the roundabout. Right, I am not taking that because that car was nowhere near us when we got round that. There was no car on that road. So let's just scumbag drop that game back in. I am not taking that crash, guys. Where are we? In the world, where are we? Okay, so we're there. So we're just outside Stockholm. Just redo that. And that's fine. So try and drive with no lights on. Just use the flashes. Dee dee dee. Hey. That went better that time. Just on, off. Can we get away just doing it straight like? I've lost the lot, guys. Wheels come off. So, just ensure nothing's coming down. There's nothing on that road whatsoever. Nothing on that road, nothing on that road, nothing on that road. Pardon me. So that's us found 30 out of 40 of the headhunters. So, don't know what this dealership's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a Scania. I've just had one down the road, so it shouldn't be a Scania. My money's on it going to be a Renault or a vehicle, something like that. We haven't one of them for a while. Maybe even a Mare. I think it'll be a vehicle. We haven't had a vehicle for a wee while. Which could be wrong. Yeah. I'll just move that down. So, I could, yeah, I might have seen this line, guys. Not going to lie. And it's a Scania dealer! So, happy days. I wouldn't have, yeah. The fact that there's a Scania dealer about half an hour, 45 minutes away from here, and then you have another one, kind of tells me we'll run out of dealerships. No, not dealerships, but ideas. But yeah, I'm not going to whinge at that. I would have done if both of them Renault or Beck or Merc. If you buy a Mercedes Benz truck, you seriously need your head's fucking exam. They're the most uncomfortablest of vehicles I've ever sat. We are fucking. We don't even get to go on the fucking motorway straight off. But anyway, yeah, it's absolutely absurd why people find that they're nice vehicles. Even the vans, they're just front of vans are just the most uncomfortable vans I've ever driven. You might as well sit on a seat made of cardboard. I'm not joking. You have to select comfier floors to start their seats. But anyway, that's beside the point. How far we got? 131 miles to do. 3 hours and 23 minutes. We'll do the video on that another time, guys. It's just I want to open as many stacks up as we can. It's just so I can get more jobs in. Payments for there. So our next goal is probably getting another dealership, not dealership, another garage. I want to get a garage around the Birmingham area. That's building our next workshop, next garage. Hub. Feeling that for a while. Okay. We'll go with hub. We'll have a basic for a while. And then we will go Birmingham. Coming up for firing them away. Losing me. Anyway. Oh dear. I don't know what it's want a picture taken of. I'm none the wiser. There isn't really anything here that I can see that's worth taking a picture of. Ah. Nah. Nah. Not happening, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I've done pictures for you. Don't get me wrong, it's probably a lot nicer in real life. But so we'll get up here. Hey. 90 miles. drop there. So 35 miles of 1 hour and 28 minutes. Oh. This is not going to be a nice drop. Just a sec. Told you it's not going to be a nice drop. It's the worst kind of drop there is for us. Should have come in the other way. We should have come in the other way. Yeah, I just don't have the space. What I'm going to do is go back out, tunnel outside, back in, and round this way. Right, there we go. Feeling that we might have the space to. I want to know where that car came from. Oh, I'm just actually letting the idle, the engine idle, pulls back. Make that front go right round if you can. Through the rear steering the trailer. I was just about to say it makes that nice. Um, so that's not bad. It's good enough. They're happy. You can get that dropped. You get paid. We'll head to the garage. We'll get filled up, and we'll have kit. I don't think we're gonna have a job in at this point in time. So we've leveled up. So the only one we can go for is just some time. Unfortunately. So yeah, let's go and go back to the service station and deal with that. So that window up, it'll be rained on. So, see in the morning or afternoon or whatever time of day it be. So Peter's just brought in £16,120. And I've got an itchy ear, so bear with me 2 seconds. Yep. Anyway, we now have in the bank £161,975. So let's have a wee look at our current job market. We could take a 39-ton dozer for Glasgow, all the way to Debrecen in Holland, I'm guessing. So that will be to. No, it's not Holland. Hungary. Can I have the mouse, please? Go. So far end of Hungary, 124,000. Is it practical? Probably not. We've already done a dozer. Don't get me wrong, the dozer we done was on the flatbed, the old boy with the nice steering. Mobile crusher from Pele or in France to Upper Sala. But one of the places was just unlocked. Sweden. We could do that one. Medical vac 5 ton. I want something that's a little bit more than 5 ton. So let's do gross weight down. So we could do a couple of locals, locomotives. If we do any of those two, it's going to be those two. Not going to lie, it's going to be one of those two. So it's there to there or there to there. Doesn't actually tell you what the difference is. Mileage, they're both exactly the same. So let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got actually in Glasgow. There's not really a lot, is there? So let's come at that second. There is a way of actually having a look at the jobs. And it's a way of, so it's through the logistics map. So we can put in what we want. So we can search by company and we can search by the load that we want to carry. Or what trailer. So if we do livestock, Kyle, there's some within Britain. So that's fine. We could go for a livestock trailer and we can do that. That's not a problem. Robot bed trailer, the old boy. I've never had one of them yet. There's some here, Aberdeen. We might get lucky, we might actually get that in Aberdeen today. Who knows? But that's really much it. Again, you can click on that and see what you can get from out of there. But also if you're on that, you can't access anything else. It's not flatbed, bulk. I mean it's all that kind of stuff. So we'll head to Aberdeen. We'll see what jobs we've got out of there. Hey, surprise, surprise. I'm just basically looking for something juicy, if that makes sense, job wise. That actually we've got any. It might end up having to be a local. See that Cardiff to Aberdeen one looks nice. Yeah. We'll do this one. Actually, no, we'll do that one. Kensal. Kensal. Kansal. So let's quick travel to Kansal. So round it there. Hey, we're getting good at this. So go down there. Best thing about it is it refills us, gives us extra sleep. So we didn't actually do that. So what one of the things we're going to do for Carlisle is we'll have the Carlisle Hub doing livestock basically. So what we'll do is we'll let that start up and heat up. We'll put that job straight back in, just to ensure that it doesn't go anywhere. Cancel indicator. Just put it back on again, no. Oops, not indicator. Not taking that. I am not taking that. Sorry, but we're not taking that. Fuck. Back here again. Go that way. Actually. It's actually a faster road. Does mean we're not going round the houses. So we know the drill. We do have our beacons on, I believe. Yep. I'm guessing the roof lights on. Really hard to tell in this light. That is on. who's escorting us today? JCB and JCB. The retarder set all the way back up again. Oh, good news is the next one would be a day one if we do it. Not entirely sure we will have time to do the other local in this stream or not. We might spice things up. We might do one of the other ones if we do them there. Just see a different route. If not, ooh, what the fuck happened there? I'm gonna have to watch that back, guys. Give me 2 seconds just to watch that back on my phone because I don't know what the fuck happened there. Yeah, I didn't actually see what actually happened on my phone either. It just the back end just started rocking, and then the back end just felt as if it just overtook us completely. So unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to restart that job because unless it's auto, I hope it has just auto saved. Probably should have paused the game instead of just sitting in the game. Yeah, we're okay there. So I have no idea what happened. So it's around about here, if I remember rightly. So we just need to remember to take our time. Yeah, it's just well, it's just started going down that hill. It's something just upsetting the back end. I have no idea what it was. I don't know if it's the driver wanting to take over or maybe a car just tanked up too quick behind and the game didn't um, pay attention to what was actually going on behind us. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's there. It's as you come round that corner. As you come round that corner, the the back end hits the drain and it just kicks out the back end. It doesn't matter how fast you go, we were actually going quite nicely there, and it's still forced the back end round on us. So that I think we're gonna have to. I don't know why it's doing it today. It didn't do it yesterday. We'll do it again, and we'll just do it a few miles an hour. Now that we know what's causing the issue, we can actually turn around now and go, yeah, let's just. So, let's say third time lucky is a charm. So we'll stay around at third gear. Third gear's around 50 miles an hour. If he does it again at 50 miles an hour, it's race quit time. Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't. Um, we should have the control over the trailer. Yeah, I know, instead of saying third gear, but I'm not going to 60 miles an hour. I can very easily pull the brake down for half of that. However, what I am going to do is take both of these lanes, because at least that way, if it does go, I've got a little bit of protection. And that's us building up speed now. So I'm just going to let the car to take over and control. I'll have them up inside. Yeah. See, without the retarder on Maxim there was no way on fucking earth we were getting round that. Fourth gear, maybe fifth gear, and 20 miles an hour would be ideal for that wee section, because it just, once you get halfway down that hill, you just sweet spot for gravity just to force you down 39 ton of local high centre of gravity at the top end, and it's just all it wants to do is push you down that hill. And now it's pushed us down the hill, it's holding us down the hill because we're now struggling up here. That'll get there. We will make this the last run of the day, or for the stream anyway. Don't know what the next game's going to be, guys, but obviously we will be a late night trucking for 10 o'clock tonight. So 7 p.m. tonight, no idea what the game's going to be. I can quite clearly state now that it's definitely not going to be Flashing Lights, because I will be uninstalling that game. Literally after we finish this live stream, I will be going bye bye. With a high possibility of it never coming back. Yeah, we brought it back because you guys, you voted to have it back, so we brought it back. None of you sat in and watched it, so yeah, it's gone. It won't be back. We'll try another game and see what happens. I know the channel was set up to play driving games, but it's not that many. Fuck's sake! This trailer is a pain in the fucking arse. Right. I'm just gonna go and smash into that of fire. It's still going. So like I said, I'm just gonna literally tank up behind this guy and end the scenario, because this trailer, I don't know what's wrong with it today, but it just continues to want to overtake the truck. I can see the point if we're trying with fucking the idiot, but we weren't. And yeah, actually, it's just as easy just to throw them into the garbage. I mean, it's, yeah. So, well, well, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll actually load into Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon before we actually accepted that job, because if we don't, we're going to get penalised. And frankly, it's not our fault that the game's being a you know what. So I do believe it's around at that point. So we'll load that game in. So that's when we accepted that job, but we can cancel it at that point, and that's what we're going to do because we haven't really went to pick it up. So what we'll do is we'll go into Fright Market and we will move ourselves off of that. It's not. It's just that. Anyway, let's set this back up to where we want to be. We want to be up top, walk down, and it's cancelled that job. So that's fine. That is going to do us, guys. Um, so what we'll do is we'll just exit from this point. It will override all those saves, so that's not a problem. It will remember that that is the last thing saved, hopefully. So, um, OneDrive's just made my computer freeze. I think it's not now wanting to do anything. Um, Come on. There we go. So I'm just checking to make sure that is all up to date. Just when I'm here, let's just see what's going to go happen with FS. No, it's still not loading. I'll bounce the laptop and I'll give it another go. If it's not going to work, then unfortunately, guys, I think I'm going to have to kill FarmSim off. FarmSim 22, I think it's going to have to get killed off. I'm not uninstalling it to reinstall it and download all the mods again. I think once it's off the laptop, that's it. It's not coming back, unfortunately. I know I've put 300 odd hours onto FarmSim over the years, but yeah, if it's yeah. So that's going to do this live stream. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to like the live stream, feel free. If you want to share any of the content here on the channel, share a link to any of the content here on the channel, feel free. I will see you at 7 o'clock tonight, and we'll be playing I do not know what. Uh, yeah, so we're probably back on here tonight around about 10 o'clock at night for the late night Friday night live stream carry on. So till then, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday. and I will see you all later on today. Till then, guys, bye for now.